Hello, and welcome to yet another horrible adventure. I'm Glimo. I'm the keeper of the chronicles for this Call of Cthulhu Massive Nyarlathotep campaign, live on Roll20, streaming to Twitch and YouTube. Welcome to session 15. What other trouble are we going to get up to in in London this week, not New York? I came in on a red eye flight this morning. So this is either going to be the best or worst session that we've had in the whole campaign. I feel like it can't really be anything in between. But how's everybody else doing this week? Sean, what's going on with you?
Not much. I'm doing okay. Like I said, Ottawa's going through been going through some flooding, but I live on high enough ground. I'm not having to worry about that.
Awesome. Good to hear. George, what's happening in your world?
It was kind of a slow week, so I got caught up on these continuing legal education classes I got to take. It's not required in every jurisdiction, but for most places, if you're an attorney, you have to keep taking classes.
Mm-hmm.
So that was good, just to get it out of the way. Otherwise, not too much.
Tark, what's going on in your world?
It's fairly quiet. We had a few days of nice cold weather, and then the damn sun came back again.
What's
up with that?
We could use.
No, it's like I live in a desert or something.
We could use a little bit of sun here in the Boston area. Carl, what's going on?
A lot of stuff that should have been going on. Let's see. I need a new job, so working on looking at it for a new job. Building the old resume, working on my portfolio, stuff like that.
Well, if you want to get into the exciting world of, IT consulting, let's talk after game.
Okay, I don't know what that means, but okay.
Bill, what's happening?
It's the same old for me. Just working 40 hours a week for a living, and off to camp on the weekends.
Very cool. All right. Who remembers what happened last session?
We basically
had some really shitty luck rolls.
we basically kind of.
What are you talking about? We murdered that snake lizard. We kicked it out.
We went on a rampage through the Shipley House. I was trying to figure out how to put this.
Well, yeah, but I went insane, so I stick by my shitty rolls.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You did go insane. Yeah, some people. Yeah. Yeah, I think the whole session was Shipley House, right? We went in.
Well, the first half hour was trying to figure out whether you were going to go to the Shipley House or the Blue Pyramid.
No, I think we wanted to go to the Blue Pyramid, but then
we had no money.
Yeah,
money hasn't come yet.
We were dissuaded somehow, and then we did the Shipley House. There was this thing with Miles and a prostitute. Oh yeah, I know what that. Okay, so
you wanted to feed her to
basically there was evil in the basement of the house, as is always in these games, and we cleaned that up. Someone did. Someone rolled 2 shots or something, and took out some kind of lizard monster.
You got to taste Old Painless.
Yeah, so that kind of ended. That. Although I don't remember if there was anything found in the house. Were we still in the house?
Yeah, we ended right after shooting the snake man, I think. So we still have to rummage through the house and try to deal with the consequences of the fact that someone just fired off a revolver twice in a suburban area.
No, it was in the basement,
It-
in the secret chamber, so it was probably not going to be heard by anybody.
In fairly urban area, I think. Yeah, so I don't know.
We got to loot
hard-
the house and then send the dude to the insane asylum and say,
Yeah, it's hard to
"You
tell whether
have those things. They belong to us now."
This, I don't know what the connection is between this and everything else that we're trying to investigate.
So, it's 9 p.m. on Tuesday, February 3rd. I was remarking before session started that somehow we've been playing in London for like 5 weeks of the game, or 5 sessions of game in London, and you've only made it through 2 days. Still haven't really finished the entire second day. You're standing in a secret room in the basement of the Shipley House. There's a dead snake man creature here. There's the remains of a dead prostitute or some of the remains of a dead prostitute in the bathtub. And Miles Shipley is sitting on the floor catatonic. What's your move here?
Wait, what happened to Seamus?
I'm miles away, and,
Well, no,
and
Seamus is back.
oh, I am.
Yes.
I couldn't remember.
Yes.
Won
Yes.
the
The
English
party is all together.
Yeah, we
Seamus-
passed you in the street and brought you with us.
Seamus found his way back to you guys. You had gone back to the hotel to get guns, and Seamus met up with you there.
Oh, right. Sorry. Wrong order.
So,
Didn't this painter guy like sell a number of his paintings to like, the dude who created the Order of the Golden Dawn and stuff?
yes.
So should we have like thousands of pounds or something that we could, liberate for our charitable organization?
So you guys are going full on adventurers and just looting the house? Is that
Always
what I'm
looting.
hearing?
Oh yeah. And I think we got to introduce this guy to Mickey Mahoney. I think these might get some good information out of him. He'll publish something really funny.
Yeah, I'm just trying to force some brandy down Miles' throat and get him semi-functional rather than gibbering on the floor.
Okay. I'm gonna need a psychoanalysis roll, and I'll give you a bonus die from the booze.
Psychoanalysis. Yeah. 1%.
Bonus.
Fails across the board. All right. Yeah. Miles is not coming around. He was already at a fairly fragile hold on reality to begin with, and now he's just seen his mother
We broke him.
get shot in the chest, turn into a snake man, get shot again, and fall to the ground dead. So
Wait,
yeah,
didn't he already know?
he's not home right now.
I thought he already knew his mother was.
I mean,
a
there's
thing.
knowing and then there's knowing.
He was the one who told us that his mom got eaten by a snake man. So that's why we came to murder the snake man.
We got to drop.
Yeah, Tark's internet has been having problems so he will, I'm sure, be back shortly.
Okay. As I recall, I had not even made it all the way into the basement yet when shots rang out in the night.
Let me see where I had everyone's mark. So I think
Where's-
everyone had made it into the basement, but the only people in the secret room Jack had gone into the secret room. I know Martin had gone into the secret room and put one more into the head of the snake thing, just to make sure it was dead.
You gotta, because in the 90s they started doing like the whole like it's not quite dead, and then it would get up. So you got to put another one in the head just to be sure.
And whatever you do, don't just like pass out right next to it because you're tired. Like, go be tired somewhere else. I creep down into the basement, and after realizing that there's probably no more commotion, and I don't know, just what was in the basement? Just like a whole bunch of crap.
So the main part of the basement before the secret door, this part over here, it just seems like it was a junk room in the house. There's just decades of crap, rusted old bicycles and broken furniture and just, general crap. In the secret room, there's shelves on one wall. The rest of the walls are inscribed with mystic symbols. The shelves hold numerous jars filled with dark substances. And then right about where Jack is standing is the bathtub with the dead hooker head.
Jeez. Oh. Okay. I guess we'll do the regular thing. Do the symbols, are the symbols occult symbols?
You would need a Cthulhu Mythos roll.
Ah, those kind of symbols.
I know that Bill had tried to roll on it last session and failed.
Yeah, I failed that roll. Yeah.
Everyone got like +5 Cthulhu Mythos after last session, right?
Anyone who took a sanity loss got +5.
Get +5.
I think
Yeah.
Jack actually made all his sanity rolls.
Yeah, anyone who lost sanity to the snake thing gets their first 5 Cthulhu Mythos points. Or if you already have an above 5, then you get one more. And I know that Alistair is now sitting on some more. Yeah, I mean, these are weird runes. You don't have any idea what they mean.
Okay. I mean, like, is it like the entire wall is covered with them? Like,
3 of the entire walls.
Holy crap.
Yeah, this wall over here has the shelves and the workbench set up. The other walls are completely covered in strange runes.
Okay. I don't know. I look through the shelves and try and see.
Do you have science chemistry or science pharmacy?
No, I have nothing like that.
Or any
science whatsoever?
Any science like.
Let me see.
I'd also let you roll medicine if you have that.
Not I. I mean, I don't know. The scientist guys will have to. I mean, the closest I've got to science is like archaeology. That doesn't seem like a thing. I have social sciences.
I guess Jack will take out his camera and start snapping pictures of the runes and stuff. Because,
Sure.
That sounds like a good idea.
Absolutely. Nothing could possibly go wrong with that.
Just drop those off somewhere to get developed. And
We don't go insane now. We could always use it to go insane later.
Okay, fair enough. You do that. Um,
Martin would like to search the house for the artist checkbook so he can make some charitable donations before he goes to the crazy house.
Oh, you know what? Should we go all the way upstairs now and like see what's in that crazy closet, or is that just more sanity loss?
Oh, that's right. We didn't get into the locked safe on the top floor.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Yeah, let's go crack into that. There's a few more things to make me go crazy.
okay, you guys are searching the house.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah,
I'm not
apparently.
going back upstairs.
Donations to our 501c3 organization. You know, our mission statement is to destroy eldritch horrors.
Okay. I'm sorry. Did I hear Seamus is not going up?
Yeah, no. Where the pictures are? No,
Oh.
I'll guard downstairs.
Okay. Well, the pictures are on the third floor, or in the attic. There are 2 other floors to the house.
I'm cool with that. I'm just not going
Okay.
in the attic.
Okay. Um. So the first floor, which you had pretty much scoped out in your previous entrances, it's fairly boring. There's the kitchen, a reception room, a dining room, and parlor, and then the steps that lead up to the second floor. The second floor, which you haven't really spent any time on, there are 4 doors, and this door here is locked. The other 3 are open. Are you what are you doing?
I'll go in that door.
How can you resist a locked door? Let's get in there.
All right, let me.
The locked door resists me.
Oh, hey, can we like search the artist for keys and stuff? Like maybe there's a house key that he's got.
Yeah, and the Snake Man, we can kind of check around on him for keys.
Okay.
Maybe it has money too.
You don't get any money off of them, but you are able to get a ring of keys off of each of them.
Well, there
All
we
right.
go.
So on this floor, there are 3 bedrooms. This one here is the one that Jesse's token is in. Is fairly empty and looks like it hasn't been lived in quite some time. These 2 appear that they've been lived in, but they're fairly Spartan in furnishings. They just have a bed and a dresser. Not too much going on. Using the key that you got from Miles, you're able to open this room. You would guess that this is Miles's bedroom. The bedclothes are a mess. Items of clothing are strewn about. There's a bed, a wardrobe, a dressing stand, and a wall closet.
Is there a checkbook in here?
Roll a spot hidden if you want to search around. Okay, so you do not find a checkbook. you do find behind a hat box on the top shelf of the closet, you find a lacquered box.
Is it locked?
It does not appear to be locked. It has just a clasp over it. It's fairly fine looking.
Does it look like there might be a needle trap on there or anything?
If you open it, a fireball spell goes off.
Any signs that it's a mimic or?
Okay, can I open it up?
You can. Inside, you find a syringe and a small vial filled with greenish-colored liquid. The syringe has been used so often that the dosage line is fairly easily seen by remaining green residue in the tube.
But no checkbook?
No checkbook.
Oh. I guess we take that. We can use this to drug people, right?
I wrote down that you get to see visions of past lizard civilizations if you inject that with yourself. Everyone needs a hobby.
All right, we got the junkies works. Let's go experiment on hookers.
So that is what you have found on this floor.
All right, I want to go check up upstairs.
Even more upstairs to the studio thingy.
His studio area.
No one.
I've already seen the pictures, and I'm already cuckoo crazy from them. So.
Oh, that's a good point. You're immune to it already.
Yeah, I took sand loss as well.
So yeah, let's go dig deeper in that crazy.
Okay.
Should I go up just to lose sanity?
I love this plan. I'm excited to be a part of it. If we're going up there, Jack has a bottle of cheap brandy in one hand and a lighter in the other.
So many of our plans, either explosives or fire.
Good times.
All right, we still got the keys, so if the closet up there is locked, we can.
Who is going up? Is anyone going up that hasn't been before?
I think the only person who hasn't been up there is myself, right?
Yeah. Are you going up?
Enjoy the sanity loss.
You don't have to take. You don't have to do
I
it.
would be metagaming not going up, so I guess I'll go up.
Okay.
People would tell you that there's like some sanity blasting stuff up there, right?
Woo!
Well, Seamus would gladly tell you, man, I'm not sure you want to go there.
Hey, keep your.
And
Keep
that's
your
not
eyes,
metagaming. That's like personal experience. Like
Jesse's all like, "How bad can it possibly be?"
Okay. roll sanity.
Hold on a second here. Oh, where's my freaking sanity? Oh!
Fail. All right.
ooh, harsh.
One of us. One of us.
You lose 6 sanity,
Oh no!
which is
the
the magic
most of-
number.
That is the most amount of sanity I've lost this game.
I feel the warp overtaking me. It is a good pain.
Let's see. You are gonna have number 6. So you look at the pictures and your eyes just roll up in the back of your head and you keel over having fainted. And you are out for 20 seconds.
Told you so.
Do I get to see visions of past lizard civilizations?
You can do whatever you want in your 20 seconds of fainting dream.
Someone inject me with the green stuff.
Can we put his hand
But-
in a bowl of warm water and see if he pees in that?
Is someone seriously injecting him with the green stuff, asking for a friend?
No,
I'm not.
no. We should save that to torture people.
Ugh.
A charitable organization.
Wait till someone goes like really insane. At which point you're just like, yeah, what the hell?
So Jack is going to cut all the pictures out of their frames and roll them up and hang on to them for now.
Okay.
I assume there's a fireplace or a wood stove or something somewhere in the house where you can burn them.
Oh, Mickey will probably pay handsomely for those.
No, I want to burn them.
It publish them, and everybody in London can look at them.
I'm gonna write this up as a story for Mickey. But
Yep.
I'm not giving him these paintings. These are gonna burn.
I think we should
But
wait in like another 20 years when like TV is invented and then like broadcast them.
Are you having visions of the future in your catatonic state?
Woo-hoo.
So,
Just to limited markets, and then we can do some experimentation.
It's like an episode of Twilight Zone.
Yep.
If we really want him to be successful, we just need to wait until 4chan is a thing.
so just to remind you, there are 5 paintings. There's one in an alchemist's laboratory in which vials pour forth foul-looking gas. Working at the table is a reptilian humanoid who seems eagerly involved in the dissection of a creature. Due to the blood and lack of recognizable features, it's impossible to determine the identity of the creature being cut apart. But definitely the figure in the picture looks, while it's not the same person, it's definitely the same type of reptilian snake human hybrid thing that is dead in the basement right now. You have the Dark Pharaoh, which is a processional scene from ancient Egypt, in which a golden chariot passes through a mass of people who have fallen to their knees in reverence. Atop the chariot is a pharaoh dressed in black and gold robes, whose face is turned away from the viewer. Behind the figure, 2 men have been impaled on stakes, eviscerated, their internal organs hang down to the ground and are being eaten by a pack of jackals. There's another one that is a nighttime in a woodland scene. A yellow moon casts sickly rays through dark branches upon a group of naked men and women who cavort around a bonfire. Rising from the flames is the image of a goat-headed man, whose outstretched arms seem to be conducting the crazed antics of the witches. There is the unsettling and stomach-churning scene of a man being cut open with a silver dagger, held in the hand of a black-robed figure. An act of ritual blood sacrifice upon the victim's chest has been carved an occult-looking sigil, which seems to twist and move as viewed. And then the final one is a towering mountain, possibly in Africa, over which rises a monstrous demonic creature, its head a great tentacle swathed in blood. Near a temple-like building, tiny human figures lift their hands imploringly skyward in supplication to the hellish godlike entity. From each of the humans' heads, a red tongue or tentacle dangles. Looking closely, they appear to be ceremonial headpieces, and they definitely remind you of the 2 that you destroyed in the Juju house.
Okay, new plan. We take the Dark Pharaoh painting to the Blue Pyramid Club and start showing it to people. And anyone who doesn't immediately go crazy when they see it is a cultist.
That is a perfect litmus test. Let's. Anybody who doesn't run, we kill.
Could possibly go wrong with that plan?
We're slowly becoming insane.
No,
So you've got those 5 paintings on the walls in this room, and then there's this padlocked closet here, and then there's Shipley's easel and some painting supplies up over here.
yeah, are these oil paintings actually?
Yes.
Oh yeah, they'll burn real nice.
Does the key ring have a key that opens up the padlock?
It does, as a matter of fact.
All right.
Cool. Let's check it out.
Maybe we should check for traps first.
Can make a spot hidden roll to see if you see anything out of sorts. You don't find any traps.
That's good.
Okay. You open the door. Inside the closet, a dirty sheet covers an easel and a canvas.
Ooh. Is there a checkbook?
You do not see a checkbook.
Ugh. You must have like 5,000 pounds at least, right? Because I know he sold at least 2 paintings.
Probably spent it all on hiring prostitutes to feed to the Snake Man.
Wow.
Then there's just drug habit.
Isn't a prostitute like 2 pounds or something back then?
I don't think we know how much he sold his paintings for. So
Well, I thought he was going to try to sell some to Alistair. So, like, they were worth at least a couple of thousand each, I thought, somewhere
Yeah,
there.
they were pricey.
I believe that she told you that she would sell you the Dark Pharaoh for 100 pounds.
Oh.
all right, who's gonna bite the bullet and pull the sheet off the painting?
I'll do it. Whatever. I don't
I
care.
think I'm still passed out.
Okay.
Do I roll for sanity?
Roll for sanity. Anyone who is going to look at it, roll for sanity.
I'm outside the room, as we discussed earlier.
Okay. Alistair, is Alistair looking at it, or is he buggering off?
Oh, I'm muted. Yeah, I'm rolling.
Okay.
Bringing up my sheet.
Oh.
Okay. Alistair, you take 1 point of sanity loss. Everyone else, nothing happens. So it is an unfinished work. Viewing the painting is unsettling. The composition seems to move, provoking a queasy feeling. It appears to be it's hard to really see what's happening here, but it appears to be a serpent creature standing before an altar. It's a swampy area infested with serpents, and there's a stone altar in the center, but it's obviously unfinished. There's several areas that are just broad sketches. You get the feeling that this would have been a completely horrific work if it was finished, and it is super weird the way that even the longer you look at it, the more it seems that the painting is actually moving.
Right, I pull it off the easel and roll it up with the other ones, and take them downstairs and put them in the fireplace and burn them.
You are burning all of the paintings.
Yep.
Okay. All right, you get that done. They go up in a very satisfying whoomph as soon as you put your lighter to them. The smell that comes off of them is definitely more acrid than you would expect from simple oil paintings.
Wonder what else he was mixing in there.
Green goo.
Should have saved one. Then our painting would be more valuable.
So what are you going to do with young Miles and the dead lizard or the dead snake man and the remains of the dead prostitute?
Is there a deed to the title? Maybe we can like take out a mortgage, and then send the artist to the nut house.
Well, he's going to the nut house. Anybody wanted to like burn down the house, frame, destroy some of the evidence, and frame him?
Why?
Just a suggestion.
Just something to do.
Bored on a Tuesday night.
Wait, so I can't
Good
remember.
to know that you guys are completely embracing not being heroes. Just,
Our
Being a 501c3 charitable organization doesn't necessarily mean being heroes.
non-profits doesn't mean you don't make some money for yourself.
It doesn't mean
Wait, so I forget how we even got the lead to this place.
It was,
Yeah,
one
and
of
the
stories that Jackson was interested in.
Yeah, was this mentioned through Mickey from something that Jackson was looking into?
yes.
So Mickey probably has some background on this.
Mickey had an article about Shipley's first his one unsuccessful gallery show, and Jackson had taken an interest in that.
Yeah,
So
I'm sorry.
behind
I'm
a
trying to
secret
go back to see if the police had anything to do with any of this, but I don't think so.
Maine, who do you call to clean up your obvious mythos related incidents when the cops basically think you're going to be nuts to begin with?
there was
this
oil
is like a
lamp.
side quest.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Now I can.
Okay, yeah. The lab in the basement was behind a secret door, right?
Yes.
Okay, so let's just bury the snake man in the lab, close the secret door, put a bunch of crap in front of it to cover it up, and drop Miles off at the nearest church.
Well, the basement still smells like death, right?
I mean, if we really want to we could always anonymous tip someone to check this place out, and then if we really wanted authorities involved, but I don't know that we need to hang around because that never works out well.
just leave the dead snake man and the weird runes and the drugs and the whatever for the cops to find?
It's not the worst plan we've had.
I mean, maybe if Barrington hears about the dead lizard dude, then he'll be more willing to believe us about the cult, right?
Do lizard man parts have any inherent value that we can sell? I'm trying to like find some way that we can make some money off of this.
Well, Eye of Newt is used in several concoctions.
Yeah, I mean, maybe, I don't know. I'm so about going to the police. Since this wasn't a police matter, and then it seems like we would just spend a lot of time explaining this.
I mean, we could just leave Miles in front of a police station. He'll be gibbering and sobbing, and they'll pick him up and come here to try and figure out what happened, and they'll find it on their own.
Pretty much. I mean, we could just say we found him on the streets in front of his house or something, which is not that false.
Yeah, except we're gonna make sure the guns are away. Fire. They'll see shots fired.
Wasn't us.
So you guys with the guns get back to the hotel. I'll drop Miles off in front of the police station and come up with something.
Sounds good to me.
Are you doing the thing where you're covering your tracks? You're closing up the the secret door and putting stuff in front of it.
Do we want to do that, or do we want the cops to find the weird stuff? Because I mean, chances are it'll get covered up either if they do. But
I'm not sure it makes a huge amount of difference.
Well, you've gotten rid of the insanity destroying things.
all right, I say we leave it for them to find and see what happens.
Could get the death penalty if he's blamed for the deaths of all those prostitutes.
You can plead permanent insanity.
Sure. So, anyways, yeah,
He was an accomplice.
let's just do that. Let's just follow Jack's plan and move on to the Pyramid Club.
All right, you guys try to get rid of any fingerprints that we might have left. And I'll escort Miles to a police station.
So are you leaving the door open, or are you closing it
I'm
up?
leaving it open.
Okay.
I don't know if anyone else wants to, feels differently about it, but
I have no opinion.
I don't think anybody touched anything, did we?
door handles, keys. The box with the needle in it.
Okay.
Weren't we good?
That took that.
Yeah. All
Okay,
right,
I am giving you, for putting an end to the crazy snake man scheme, you all get 1 point of sanity back.
woohoo!
Ooh.
You also regain 10 luck points. And what are you doing with Miles? You're just gonna leave him in front of the police station?
Jack takes him to the police station and actually goes in and says, "Hey, I found this guy in the street. Seems like he's not in his right mind. Maybe just, make sure he doesn't do anything to hurt himself."
Okay.
Move with the bedlam.
Okay. I will also give you all 2 bonus sanity points on top of that, so you'll get 3 total sanity back for making sure that Miles gets into an asylum.
Should we tell a crazy story to who's the friggin' National Enquirer guy,
Mickey.
Mickey.
Yeah, no, Jack's gonna write that up into a story and sell it to the Scoop.
All right, there we go.
I mean, he can't sell it to his actual reputable newspaper that he works for. So, you know.
All right, and then I vote we just take the rest of the night off and then revisit the what's it called?
Miller time.
I'm sure we can find much better alcoholic beverages than that.
Let's go to after party at the what the hell's the name of that club again?
Blue Pyramid.
Blue
Blue
Pyramid.
Pyramid.
The one that we spent half an hour deciding that we couldn't get into
So
yet.
are you
last week.
I don't particularly buy that, but yes, that's exactly what we did.
are you
We're just waiting for the wire transfer to come, so we can
I'm
just
gonna call it a night.
flung money around.
so the next day you're writing up this story for Mickey. Are you going to include any of your weird photographs with it?
Oh, they actually came out. How does that work? You just like go to a drugstore?
You should put the photos in there. I'm sure it's worth.
I mean, I have art craft photography, so I probably have a basic understanding of how to develop photos. You know what?
I mean,
Yes.
at the worst case, you could give Mickey. I mean, Mickey definitely has a photo lab.
None of that stuff is sandy blast.
we need to get the truth out there. I'm gonna give him copies of the photos.
Okay.
Well, it's just the photos of the Cthulhu writing. So like,
Well, it was the Cthulhu writing. Did you take any pictures of the dead lizard? The dead
Yes.
snake man?
Yes,
Excellent. Okay.
but not the dead prostitute.
Okay.
because that would be disrespectful.
Exactly.
Sure. Okay. So it is. I get to finally check another day off on the calendar. It is Wednesday. It is Tuesday. No, yes. Tuesday's past. It is now Wednesday, February 4th.
4th or 24th?
4th.
Do I have 23 from before? All right, here we go.
So, you go around to see your buddy Mickey. Is is everyone going to see Mickey, or is it just Jack?
Martin is hungover.
Excellent.
I'll go along to see Mickey as well.
I wake up from the Shipley House and wonder where everybody went.
Excellent. So
Bastards, you did it to me again.
so it is just Jack and Alistair going to see Mickey. Is that what I'm hearing?
Pretty much.
Okay.
I've had a lot of success splitting the party this episode.
We have, you guys have been. Silken layer. Is that Mickey? Yes, that's Mickey. Great. Okay. All right. So you show up at Mickey's office. And Mickey sees you guys and says, "Gentlemen, 3 times in as many days. What can I do for you?"
I had to give bad news to that improv team. I called you here to tell you that you're all 45 years old. Go home and be with your children.
Gentlemen,
I
what
guess,
can I do for you?
I was gonna let Jack do the talking with Mickey. He's got the stuff.
Jack is looking very, very still. I'm guessing either he
You're not
took some of
drunk.
that weird green stuff, or his internet's about to drop. All right. Well,
Green stuff.
yeah,
There it
there he
goes.
is.
There he's
And
back.
Yes.
I was saying while you were gone, I was like, Jack's looking very still. Maybe he took some of the green stuff.
No, my sanity's not that low yet.
Getting there.
Actually, I am back up to my original sanity right now.
Okay, so
Not me.
You show up at Mickey's office, and Mickey says, "Gentlemen, 3 times in as many days. What can I do for you?"
Well, I have a story that might interest you.
Oh,
It's a little on the strange side.
I like strange.
Hmm.
Go on.
Y'all ain't gonna believe this crap.
Well,
Check
you
out these
remember
pictures.
you remember that Shipley fellow, the artist.
Yes, yes.
He was being used by some thing. I don't really know what it was, to be honest, but it was terrifying. And it was giving him strange drugs that made him see strange things that he would then paint. And all he had to do was feed it with people.
It was a dingo.
So he just kind of like sits back and says, "Well, that's a fun story you got there, lad. Good to know that they still get some sense of humor over in the colonies."
Yes, fun is definitely the word I would use to describe it. Anyway, here's what I've got written out, and here's a few pictures I took you might be interested in.
Wait, you're serious?
I am more serious than I would ever want to be about something like this.
Make a art craft photography roll.
Okay.
Let's see what you captured.
Huh.
Oh no!
Hmm.
Hard fumble.
Turns out the lens cap was in the lens.
Do you
Oh.
want to try to push that roll?
Yes,
Okay.
I do.
So
I think
you had this moment where you thought that where you realized that the lens cap was on. Let's see what you can do here.
mhm. Well, I think it was something like while I was developing the photos, I looked a little too closely and went a bit insane for a second, and might have screwed up the process.
Another.
Negatives burst into flames.
All right. Here's what happens. So Mickey wasn't really buying your story, and then you said that you had pictures, and so he got kind of caught up in that, and you and he are in the dark room developing this film, and you've never seen this. Like, the film is completely overexposed. Like, the only time you've ever seen anything like this is one time early in your career you were taking some pictures at a doctor's office and you got your camera too close to the x-ray machine. But even that like didn't affect the film like this. Like, this is just like everything is just weird, blobby, solid white. And Mickey just kind of looks at you and goes, "What? Why are you pulling my leg like that? I would have probably run your story for and given you £5 because it would have made a cool gossip column. But why'd you have to lie to me about the pictures, boy?"
I saw what I saw, and I don't know. I guess we've all got radiation poisoning now. Not that anyone's going to know what radiation poisoning is for a few years yet.
Actually, they already know. This is a good time. Yeah, they know.
So
Well,
he
this is the 1920s. The radium girls are still a thing.
Yep.
Didn't Marie Curie die of radiation poisoning?
Basically, yes.
Yeah.
Yep. So Mickey kind of gives you the bums rush out of his office for wasting his morning. And that's where you are at right now.
Well, that was fun. We should go get our cash and meet up with the other guys.
Okay. You hit up Western Union. Carlton Ramsey has sent you another equivalent 500 US dollars, so you've got another 100 pounds to spend on whatever fun and excitement you feel like you're gonna need.
All right, we're flush again. We can now check out the Blue Pyramid or something.
So it's around noon. Some of you are recovering from last night's fun. What's the plan, guys?
It looks like he told the genie he wished to be a pool noodle.
I mean,
I don't know, kill some time until the Blue Pyramid opens.
Okay. Very good. Anything in particular you're doing, or are we just gonna fast forward ahead? I'm fine with
I'll
hitting the
rest
fast
until
forward.
then.
Just I don't want to cut you off if there's things that you actually want to do.
we've already chased up some stuff about the Brotherhood of the Black Pharaoh and whatnot, and made some library use rolls there. So I don't know if we need to go any further on that.
I mean, I don't know what more we might have to do in prep.
Anything that you want to try to knock out?
I think I'm good. I don't know if anybody else wants to prep anything.
I want to go back to Miles Shipley's house and take more photos.
So, what did you do with Miles Shipley in the end?
Dropped him off at the police station and told them make sure he doesn't hurt himself.
Did you give her your name?
No.
Smart.
We still have the key ring, right? So you can go back and take more pictures.
I don't think that's a very good idea.
Let's see. Going back to the scene of a crime, how many times has that paid off for us?
Didn't commit any crimes. It was the Serpent Man.
It's true. Technically, you committed no crimes. Maybe some minor breaking and entering, but
It was for a charitable organization.
it all worked out in the end. The only other thing I can think of is, I mean, something with the spice dealer, except we pretty much horrifically failed last time.
Only one person failed, right?
Well, two people were there. I can't remember who.
I was. Got thrown underneath a bus.
Oh, yeah.
Or tram in this. Would be... I'm trying to think of the British.
All right. I don't know.
Yeah, some kind of runaway lorry.
I feel like if I go to the spice dealer, I'm just gonna end up with like another pound of curry or something.
There's worse fates.
You could say, man, I really liked your spice.
Yes.
I'm back like 2 days later. I need some more.
What
The
did you guys
spice
buy?
must
Didn't you guys buy like a pack of something?
Y'all got any more of that tikka masala?
Seamus bought some true cinnamon or something.
Allspice and cinnamon.
Yes.
We're making jerk chicken. I don't know. I can't think of anything. We might.
Okay.
We could try and make friends with her, right? I don't think she was like actively hostile to anybody. And we could be like, hey, we're going to the Blue Pyramid tonight. Are you coming?
So whose idea? Yeah, I could. I mean, I feel like I did this already.
Someone who's got like good like social skills to do this.
What? We would just go in and invite her to the Blue
Monday's trying out some experimental Egyptian stuff tonight.
Pyramid.
Hey, I've got this weird green stuff. You wanna maybe hang out, see what it does?
Wait, we know she's a member, right? Is that how we ended up bugging her?
She's she frequents the Blue Pyramid Club, I think.
And how do we know that?
Barrington, or no, the other one, the retired cop, I think. The one who actually talked to us.
I think that's Barrington. No, that's Craig.
Yes. Barrington's the one who thinks we're crazy.
Yeah, Craig told us that he interviewed her and there was a lot she isn't saying, and she frequents the Blue Pyramid Club.
Interviewed her about what? The murders?
I think so.
Yeah, he said there was originally it was thought to be a single killer, but they ruled that out due to forensics. It's definitely not one. Many of the victims frequented the Blue Pyramid Club, but no clues were found around there. And the spice dealer, Zara Shafiq, he felt that there was a lot she isn't saying.
Did we ask any of the cops if like the deaths or disappearances were linked to the lunar pattern? Because wasn't that the case with the cult in New York City?
You did not ask about that.
Oh, well, maybe we could do that like before the club opens.
Are you going back to see Inspector Craig? Retired?
Sure, why not?
Yeah, I'll go. I don't have good social skills. Someone with good social skills, you try to like hit up the spice dealer. Just he's the only Egyptian we know.
I could try, but I'm not quite sure what is it that we're trying to do there.
We're just trying to be your friend, so it's like, hey, you should introduce us to your buddies at the Egyptian club.
I mean, yeah, I could go try to talk to her again. Yeah.
You're gonna go back?
You just flash some money around. It's like, hey, I need some spices. You gotta hook me up.
All right, we'll take 2 more runs at that, I guess then.
Yeah, hey, have you heard about this place, the Blue Oyster Club?
No, I think I already.
We're gonna send the lieutenant over there.
Mostly dancing. All right. So I've heard a couple of different things. Are you going to see Craig, Are you going to the spice place, or are we just waiting till 6 o'clock when Blue Pyramid opens?
I'm going to the spice place, but not with anybody else. So if someone else wants to go, then we'll each take a turn separately. And then I think Martin was going to go talk to the inspector.
Yeah, just go ask him if there's like anything about the pattern. I don't really have anything else to ask him about.
I'm gonna rest in my hotel room. It's been a lot on my nerves. I've got the vapors.
Okay.
Drawing
Jack?
Cthulhu mythos symbols on your hotel room.
Jack, are you going to the spice place?
Yes.
Seamus?
I'm not pushing my luck.
Are you going any place?
I'll go see the retired police inspector. I'll go.
Sure, all right.
I'll tag along with that. But I'm
We're
not
all
going.
crazy.
All right, so we'll do Seamus and Martin first. So you guys head over to the police station, and you manage to talk to the retired detective, and he sees you and says, "Oh, gentlemen, what can I do for you today?"
Oh, we just have some follow-up questions on that earlier inquiry
Yes.
about the murders or disappearances that your other colleague is investigating.
Yes. What can I do for you?
Oh, well, we ran into a similar situation on the other side of the pond in New York, and we noticed that over there that the pattern of disappearances, murders, coincided with the lunar cycle.
Really?
Yeah, and so we wanted to ask if you had any information of when people were, kidnapped or murdered.
Well, let me see what I can find out. So he says, "Why don't you stay here for a few minutes? Let me see what I can find."
Do they have any
Was it any particular time of the month?
Uh, the Seamus remember? I think it
Today was new moon.
around the new moon or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, let me check.
Do they have donuts?
It's a police station, of course they do.
Cool.
So I'm not sure if donuts were as big a thing in London as they were here, but for sake of comedic, yes, sure they have donuts,
Krispy Kreme hasn't been invented yet.
right? Okay, so he goes in the back for a while and comes back out and says, "Well, I don't think that's the case this time. This is there've been 20 or so murders over the last 3 years, so a couple of them it probably did line up, but it's certainly not all of them."
Okay. Does Seamus have anything he wants to ask?
No, just remark that did we talk to him about the painter before?
No, you didn't.
Okay. Just let him surreptitiously know. Yeah, we heard there's from our contact newspaper mentioned the painter, some up to oddities and things like that.
I see. And where was this painter?
Give him his address.
Chelsea. That wouldn't be my jurisdiction, but I can.
Fair enough.
Do you think that this is a special case that I should take interest in?
Well, let's just say he was selling paintings, and they seemed to catch the eye of Aleister Crowley. That name's probably familiar to you.
Well, I mean, that in and of itself isn't that weird.
Mm-hmm.
I'm asking, is this something that does this deal with our special shared past?
It could be. Let's just say that I believe the man right now is sort of in police custody, having lost his senses.
I see. I'll make sure that it's taken care of. Thank
I
you for
believe
bringing this to my
he,
attention.
When you touch upon things that man's not supposed to know.
Understood. Thank you for telling me, and I'll make sure that this is handled properly.
Because even if he recovers, maybe he shouldn't get out, if you know what I mean.
Is there anything at the house that I need to be worried about?
I'd say his artwork's been handled, but you may run across something unusual there.
I see.
Inhuman.
I've got a couple of folks that I can trust. We'll make sure it's handled. Thank you for telling me.
Mhm.
All right. Empire Spices. Yeah.
You guys should go over there in your new pimp suits. Didn't we
No,
spend
I
like,
got a
a
special
bunch of
plan
money
for
on-
that.
Go to like Seville Row or something?
You did get new pimp suits, or more like Kingsman suits. But yes.
Yes. Okay, so
Big purple feather in the hat.
You got platform shoes.
no, I just got like a more swanky version of what I always wear. Wait. So okay, okay, so I was gonna try and do this myself. What is Jack doing?
Yeah, Jack is going separately from you.
So my basic thing is to see if I can like score a date, I guess.
No, that was actually my plan.
Damn it! All right, who wants to go first?
Who's got better social skills?
I don't know. I'm gonna use 55 charm.
70 charm.
All right, go for
You're mighty pretty.
it.
Failed that roll.
All right, we'll see what happens to Jack, and if Jack don't get it done, then I'll get it done.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll find it at all strange that two random Americans in the same day have come up to her asking if she can get them into the Blue Pyramid Club.
No, you're just asking her out, right? So like, hey, baby, you're pretty hot. You want to go out? Across the street, from the Pyramid Club.
I know an artist studio up in Chelsea.
It'll blow your mind.
All right. I've got you two on the map over here. Tell me what you're doing.
So yeah, I'm going in. Entering the
Going
shop.
in. I am not that close to the shop.
So, give me 1 second here.
I forgot what you did the first time.
Okay, so you get to the shop, and Sahara is working behind the counter. She sees you come in and says, "Oh, well, hello again, Mr. Reporter. What can I do for you?"
Well, I was, as you know, I'm looking into the Egyptian murders for my paper, and I keep finding references to the Blue Pyramid Club, and I was wondering if you might be kind enough to help me get in there and, well, look around, ask a few questions, do my job, you know.
So she kind of looks at you and says, "And what's in it for me? Why would I want to vouch for you and have you just asking a bunch of questions?"
Doesn't he get a bonus die for his pimp suit?
Well, I was hoping my winning personality might be enough to convince you. But if not,
Let me show you all these dead presidents.
Make a charm roll.
Okay. Okay, wait. Crap, I can't remember. Did I get a bonus die to that, or is it a bonus die to persuade? I'll just do normal roll.
Whoa.
All right.
Well, you are one suave son of a bitch, apparently.
Does Jack have a girlfriend now?
Um,
Dang it.
One extreme to the other.
so she kind of like looks you up and down and says, "Why not? Could be fun. My shop closes at 5. The club opens at 6. Why don't you meet me here around 6:30 after I've had time to do the books, and then we can walk over together."
I look forward to it.
Mind if I bring 4 bros?
I was just gonna say that. Oh, by the way.
You guys have to find your own way in.
We'll just like walk up and say oopsies and drop a huge stack of bills and say, we have some friends inside there.
This is my entourage. It's how I roll.
Oh, we should totally do that.
Maybe we should get some like hot chicks and pretend that we're important people.
Oh, I like the entourage idea. It's like that thing. What is it? It's like that scene from like Zoolander or whatever. All those like weird.
This is the guy that walks my dog.
That's right. I'm like the monk from Tibet or something. Best game ever, Eric. You know you want to do it.
Yeah,
Egypt
you guys
so
are
hot
finding
right now.
your own way in.
That Jack, he's so hot right now.
So hot.
It's so fetch.
Stop trying to make fetch a thing. It's not gonna happen. Oh my god.
All right. On that note, maybe we'll take a 5-minute break.
All right.
Alrighty.
Let's come back by like no later than 9:45. Sound good?
Sounds good.
All right.